Hello, everybody. I'm Grandma Crystal Cole to the Flim Flon Arts Council, and a big hello to all you boys and girls and my dear Serafina, who's watching this very last event of Culture Days 2021 in Flim Flon, Manitoba. We have two very, very special guests today. We have Granny Willow, and we have Everest here to teach you so many wonderful things. I want to give a special offering to you, Everest, and to Granny for being here for us. It's an offering of tobacco.
Thank you very much, Crystal. We smudge with tobacco and our prayers go up to the Creator. Creator hears our prayers. And sometimes on special days like this, we get special blessings. So thank you very much, Crystal, for giving us the tobacco offering.
My pleasure. And Granny and Everest, we also have an honorarium as part of our tradition here as a big thank you also for being here. So two presents.
That's exciting.
Thank you very
much, Grandma Crystal. I hope your grandchild enjoys it.
Me too. Me too. I'm super excited. So thank you for all of our sponsors for Culture Days, but especially thank you for being here, Granny and Everest. And everybody sit down in your comfy couch, have a great time, and watch listen to the amazing stories that Granny and Everest are going to share with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Crystal. Grandma Crystal. Yeah, Everest, right? We have to show respect to our elders. So I'm Granny Willow, everyone. I'm Everest. And I teach hoop dancing in northern Manitoba and Saskatchewan in this beautiful area. And these are my hoops. And this is just a little bit of showing you a little bit of what's coming next. Right after the 7 teachings, I'm going to do a light show with the circle of life with the hoop dance. Granny Willow, I hoop dance too. You do, Everest. Do you want to show the kids your hoops? I do. These are Everest hoops. They're made to size. We all have our own hoops. That's right, Granny Willow. And we all have our own story on our hoops. We do. Every hoop has a different color, and all the colors tell a story. And maybe one day we can tell all the kids about that. That'd be great, Granny Willow. So I'm Colleen Bluen. I go by Granny Willow because the first hoop was a willow. Wow, that's so awesome, Granny Willow. Yeah, it is. And I'm Métis. I was born here in Flim Flon. Granny Willow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I was born here. And Everest, do you want to tell a little bit about you? I'm not Métis. I'm Indigenous. Oh, what are you, Everest? I am Cree and Sioux. Everest, so am I. And I have some other nationalities in me too. Well, Granny Willow, we're kind of the same. Well, we are. I think we both have the same hearts, right, Everest? I think so too, Granny Willow. So today we're going to talk about the 7 teachings. Granny Willow, what is the 7 teachings? What are the 7 teachings? Well, you're going to find out. So a little while ago, we flew to the Yukon on a plane. Granny Willow, that wasn't a plane. That was an eagle. No, Everest. It was a jet. Well, to me, it was an eagle. Okay, Everest, we'll go with the eagle. That kind of leads us into today. Today, we're going to tell a story. It's about the 7 teachings. A long time ago. Granny Willow, was I born? No, Everest, you weren't born. Granny Willow, you're a grandma. Were you born? No, Everest, guess what? I'm a grandma. But it was even long before me. Oh, Granny Willow, tell me the story. Tell me the story. I know the kids want to know. I know your grandkids want to know. And all the other kids out there. Okay, Everest, I'll tell you. So, Creator and the grandfathers are the helpers. They sent a messenger to the earth, and they saw that what was happening on the earth. Granny Willow, what was happening on the earth? Everest, there was lots of bullying, and there was lots of sadness, and lots of fighting. And they knew that the people weren't living their best life. Granny Willow, I want to live my best life. I want to live my best life too. Granny Willow, tell the kids how to live their best life, how they can do it. Okay, I'll tell them, Everest. So guess what, Everest? Just like you said, we flew on an eagle. Guess what? The messenger flew on an eagle. Granny Willow, was it like me? Well, you know what? It wasn't you, but it can be you. We'll show the kids, okay? Everest is going to go flying on an eagle. Do you want to see that, kids? Granny Willow, they do. I see them. I see them out there. They do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's the eagle. Kids, you can flap your wings. You can flap your wings just like eagle. Here we go. We're flying on an eagle, kids. Whee! Granny Willow, I'm flying to all the 4 directions of the world. All the 4 directions. Oh, wow, Everest. Wow, I wonder what happened. So the little boy brought the 7 teachings to the people. Granny Willow, I don't know them yet. How am I going to teach them? Oh, Everest, I'm going to tell you all about it, okay? I didn't know them before either, Everest. I just learned them. Oh, Granny Willow, that's so exciting. Okay, we're going to start with, let me see, the first one. This over here, everybody, you might think it's just an old suitcase that goes on an adventure holding some stuffed animals. But no, there's magic in this suitcase. Oh, let's see if it comes alive. Granny Willow, you always say that every day is a gift. That's why it's called the present. I do, don't I, Everest? Thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so the first one we're going to show the kids is this one. Oh, this is an exciting one. Granny Willow, who is it? Well, the grandfather gave us the gift of beaver, and through that animal is the teaching of wisdom. Oh, Granny Willow, can I take off my mask? You sure can, Everest. You sure can. Let's take that off. Granny Willow, I breathe different air. Yes, you do. So you can take off your mask and we can see your big smile. Yeah, kids, you get to see my big smile. All right, so beaver, wisdom. Okay, I'm going to show the kids my beaver teeth too. Beaver has teeth. See his big teeth in there? Any of you have big teeth out there like this? Don't ever be afraid of those teeth. Those teeth are your smile. Just like beaver has a great big smile. Granny Willow, that's wisdom. It is wisdom. Yes, we can tell a lot by our smiles, can't we? I'm going to put my mask back on. So beaver teaches us that we have to be able to use our thinking brain. We have to be able to think. Beaver builds dams, and he has his tail, and he alerts when there's danger. He goes like this with his tail, and he alerts all of his friends and family when there's danger. He says, try not to get too emotional. Granny Willow, sometimes I have temper tantrums. Yeah, Everest, you're not the only one. Sometimes I do too. But wisdom is using our thinking brain and knowing that everything has consequences. Granny Willow, what are consequences? That means that when we do something, something else happens. And we have to be responsible for what we do. Granny Willow, that's wisdom. Yeah, it is. Thank you, grandfathers, for bringing us the gift of beaver and teaching us wisdom. Granny Willow, I like this guy. Oh, I can tell. You have the best smiles together, don't you? Wow. So great. Thank you, Beaver. Okay, next we are going to go into this gift and we are going to bring out, oh, who's this guy? Who is this one? Granny Willow, that's Turtle. Yeah, that's Turtle. So here's Turtle's shell. You see his shell? Granny Willow, teach us what Turtle teaches us. Okay, I'll tell you all about it. So sometimes in life, we don't always make the best decisions. What does that mean? Well, sometimes we don't tell the truth. Granny Willow, sometimes I tell lies. Yeah, sometimes I've told a lie too. And when we tell a lie, Everest, how do we feel? I wonder if Turtle's ever told a lie. I bet you we all kind of feel like this. Granny Willow, we're feeling sad. Yeah, we are sad. Okay, Everest, every day is a new day. We can start over. Granny Willow, I'm going to tell the truth. Okay, so am I. I'm going to tell the truth. How about you, Turtle? Turtle, look, he's feeling so bad. He's way down in his shell when he told a lie. Turtle, you can tell the truth. Come on, Turtle. Come on, Turtle. Turtle's telling the truth. Woo! We all feel free. Yay! It feels so good to tell the truth. We have to be truthful with ourselves so we can be truthful to others. That's right, Granny Willow. Thank you, grandfathers, for bringing us the gift of truth. Turtle, truth. Okay, what do we have next, kids? What's in here? Oh, this one. This is a good one. Oh, I know buffalo. When he's in the field, when he sees another buffalo, he might try and do this. And he might take his head and go with his big horns. Granny Willow, that's not a good way to get respect. Well, if you're a buffalo out in the field, Everest, it sure might be. But us as people, no. We have to remember that the buffalo has given us his fur for our clothing a long, long time ago. We needed buffalo to survive. Food from the buffalo. We had to respect all of the parts of creation. Granny Willow, wow. Yeah, I know, that's pretty awesome. So buffalo brings us the gift of respect. Everest, I respect you. Granny Willow, I respect you. And when we respect each other, that's a good thing, Everest. It is, Granny Willow, it is. Good things happen when we respect each other. It really is. Thank you, Grandfather, for giving us the gift of buffalo. That's respect. It is. You know what, Everest? I forgot something. I know you did, Granny Willow. Mother Earth. Yeah, Mother Earth. When we go out camping and do we leave it all messy and leave all of our stuff all around? No, Granny Willow, because then the next people will come and it'll be a big mess. That's right. It'll be a big mess. We have to show respect to Mother Earth. We do. And showing respect to Mother Earth is respecting ourselves. Thank you, Granny Willow. Okay, now we have wolf. Wolf. Granny Willow, wolf, let's run. Oh, no, Everest. No, we can't run off the stage. I'm scared. Oh, no, you don't have to be afraid of this one. This is a 7 teaching wolf. Okay, Granny Willow. Okay, wolf, he teaches us about humility and being humble. Granny Willow, what does that mean? Well, it means that, you know me, Everest. What, Granny Willow? Well, sometimes I brag, Everest. Yeah, you know that, Everest, about me? I do. Okay, do you ever brag? Well, yeah, I think lots of us brag. Yeah, sometimes we brag. Okay, but Everest, wolf teaches us to be humble and not to brag. If I were a wolf and I was doing this, oh, that would just be me all by myself. But a wolf pack makes us stronger. We always have to think of others, Everest, just not ourselves. Yeah, Granny Willow, and I guess if we think we're just the best at everything, maybe that's not a good thing. No, but if we work together, like the Arts Council does, they brought us here today, and our family, and our friends, and our school, and our community, and our resource centers. Granny Willow, you get excited about that. I do, because I know we can't stand alone, Everest. A lone wolf wouldn't make it in the woods. Oh, Granny Willow, he needs his wolf pack. He does. He needs his wolf pack. Let's all howl together, okay? All 3 of us, and let's see how strong we are. Okay, kids, can you help us howl too? Can you help us howl, kids, like wolf? Okay, let's go. We're gonna howl. Ow, ow, ow! Ow, ow! Oh, that was strong. See, community and togetherness makes us stronger. Granny Willow, thank you, grandfathers, for bringing us the gift of humility. Humility, wolf. That's a good one. Okay, next we're going to have this guy. A lot of people don't know what this one is. Kids, what do you think this one is? Some kids will say it's a monkey or different things. Granny Willow, I think I know who he is. He's Sabe. Oh, Sabe. Wow. So Sabe has these great big feet. Granny Willow, can the kids stomp their big feet? Let's see if they can, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Granny Willow, he's going to make a big imprint. He is. He's going to make a big impact in the world, just like you are. Just like you are, Everest. Granny Willow, have you ever seen a Sabe? No, Everest, I haven't. Granny Willow, that would be so cool if we could see a Sabe. So cool. I know, Everest, but we just haven't. Some people say that Sabe is part physical and part spiritual. We all have some spiritual in us. We do, Everest. So I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but it sure would be cool to see one. Hey, Everest? I know. So another teaching that Sabe teaches us is honesty. Being honest with ourselves and honest with others. Granny Willow, you're honest with me. I am. I'm really honest with you, Everest. I think that's really important. So kids, just know that you're all precious and sacred. You all have a big impact on this earth in whatever way. Without you, we'd be missing a piece of the puzzle. We need that little piece of the puzzle to make a beautiful picture, and we need you in it. Granny Willow, that's beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful, Everest. So, Sabe, honesty. Thank you, grandfathers, for bringing us the gift of honesty. That's a good one. Are we done, Granny Willow? No, we have one left. I hope I covered them all. We have one left, and then we have 3 other little visitors that came along in our suitcase. Ha ha ha, Granny Willow, they took a ride. They did. Okay, so we are going to teach the kids about this one. Who's this, Everest? Who's this guy? Granny Willow, I see him flying across the lake. Yeah, that's Everest. I mean, that's Eagle. Ha ha ha, you thought it was me. I did. I made a mistake. It's okay if we make mistakes, Everest. Every day is a new day. So Eagle, he brings our prayers up to the Creator. That's when we smudge. Yep, that's that. So Eagle teaches us that we have to love ourselves. Should we love ourselves first, Granny Willow? Yeah, we have to love ourselves. Wow. So I love me, and then guess what happens? When I can love myself, guess what? I see goodness in a lot of people, and I'm able to love you. Wow, you love me, Granny Willow. I love you. Well, that means you must love yourself then, Everest, because you have to be able to love yourself before you can love others. That's a good one, Granny Willow. Okay, kids, open up your eagle wings. Open your eagle wings, kids. Okay, open them up. We all have our wings out. Okay, now guess what? Eagle shows us that those wings are like a great big hug. That's a good one, Granny Willow. Hugs are good, yep. And I love you, Everest. I love you, Granny. Aw. Granny Willow, my mom and dad named me Everest for a reason. Oh, did they, Everest? I know there's a mountain named Everest. Yeah, there's a mountain. Yeah, and what was the reason, Everest? They wanted me to be big and tall and strong, just like Mount Everest. And they wanted me to move mountains. Well, you know what, Everest? I think you will move mountains. I think you will, especially with this message. And kids, I think all of you can move mountains too. You just got to follow your heart and follow the 7 teachings. Granny Willow, are there any more? Well, there's no more 7 teachings. We're done those ones. But we have some little visitors that came along with us. This one. He always comes along. Who's this one, Everest? That's Raven, Granny Willow. Oh, I love Raven. Raven is the trickster. Yep, he always has fun, doesn't he, Everest? He is. He always has fun. Whenever he's at hoop dancing, the kids are laughing. Yeah, we always want laughing, don't we? Because that's how we learn the best, when we're having fun and when we're learning and when we're not stressed. That's a good way to teach, Granny Willow. It is. Now this one is, who's this one, Everest? Mouse. Yeah, you guessed right. So this is Mouse, and Mouse represents the children. Granny Willow, I'm a child. Yes. And just because Mouse is small doesn't mean that he doesn't have a big job to do. We can't look down on children. Children are precious and sacred. I am, Granny Willow. You are, Everest. You're very precious and sacred. And we have to honor the children and respect the children, because guess what, guys? The children are our future. They are. And guess how we get some help? Granny Willow, I don't like spiders. Well, this is a different kind of spider. He comes along and he represents our ancestors, like our grandmas and grandpas that have gone on before us. Yeah, like our grandmas and grandpas. You know, Everest, I talked to an elder once. Her name was Betsy. And it just so happened that I met Betsy. And guess what, Everest? The elder Betsy wasn't my great-great-grandma, but my great-great-grandma's name was Betsy. So I really listened close because I was thinking of our ancestors. And you never know. Maybe the message I was meant to hear. Tell me about it, Granny Willow, tell me about it. She told me 3 things, and I'm going to tell you them today. She said, you always, when you're walking your path ahead, you always look back, and you look back at your path, and you see what your path looks like. Is your path a good path? Are you leaving something good behind? Granny Willow, I want to leave something good behind when I walk my path. Yeah, so that was one of the things she told me. And then the second thing she told me, I hope I can remember them all, was, oh, I know what it was. She said, you have to bend like the willow. And even though sometimes things get hard, you bend, and guess what? You can come back up again. Granny Willow, is that why you're Granny Willow? Well, maybe I didn't even know why I named myself that, but maybe that's why. And there's one more thing, and oh, I know what it was. She said, you know the grass that grows? Yeah, Granny Willow? We always cut it down with the lawnmower. We do. But she said, that grass, you have to be kind like the grass. The grass is kind? Well, she's comparing it to the grass. She said, be kind like the grass. Because even though it's cut down all the time, it still grows. Oh, Granny Willow, that could be like us. We could still grow even when maybe we're cut down. Yeah, Everest. Hey, pretty good wisdom from Betsy. That's great, Granny Willow. Well, kids, I hope you liked our teachings. I'm going to push all of this stuff away. We're going to turn the lights down. We're going to play some music, but I'm going to have to get ready. So it's going to be about 1 minute or less. And then you can watch the story of the circle of life through the hoop dance. And maybe one day you'll be joining us doing the hoop story. Granny Willow, we have lots of kids in hoop dance. We do. Okay, kids, I'll be right back, okay? All right. Everest, you're going to go have a little nap. You can watch. You can relax a little bit and watch me. There we go. Turn that off.
Healing dance, offering thanks to the Creator. The drum calls the hoop dancers to dance. The drum symbolizes the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Mother Earth, we live on the earth with the plants, the animals, and the insects. We rely on her for our life. We honor the earth, respect the earth, we protect the earth. Grandfather Sun brings us the light of day and gives us positive life energy and allows growth. We depend on the sun for survival. With the rising of the sun, we are reminded that there will always be a new day. The present is a gift. Grandmother Moon watches over the children. She is responsible for life cycles. We are made up mostly of water in our bodies. We have a strong connection to Grandmother Moon. The gravitational pull of the moon and the sun creates the ocean tides. We have many formations in the hoop dance. One of our first formations is Little Mouse. Even though Mouse was small, he had a big job to do. Mouse was known to be the original firekeeper. And just like Little Mouse, our children are considered sacred, and they are to be respected. Man and woman. Man and woman create life. We are born infant, child, adult, grandparent. We die, but life continues on after us in the circle of life. When a baby is born, the circle of life begins again. The wheelchair. The wheelchair symbolizes diverse abilities. We honor all abilities. Even though someone may think differently, not be able to walk, or talk, or see, or hear, they are important in our circle of life, and we respect them. Family. All families look different. Not all families are the same. We honor family. Dove. The dove brings peace and harmony to families. The snake formation is considered to be the protector of the sacred medicines. The sacred medicines are tobacco, sage, sweetgrass, and cedar. This formation is also known as the caterpillar. The caterpillar slinks along until it is time for change, not knowing what lies ahead. Is the change good? The cocoon. The cocoon formation shows us that sometimes we need to take a break. It may be a dark time, a resting time, a time for thought. Just like the seed is being planted in the dirt, we wait until spring for the beautiful flower. Cocoon is the same, preparing for what is coming next. We await the beautiful transformation into the butterfly. The butterfly reminds us that like the colors on the butterfly's wings, we are all unique as people. We are beautiful in our own way. Butterfly shows us that we can have freedom. The eagle. The eagle is considered to be the most sacred as it spreads its wings, representing love, the greatest gift, as it flies high to the Creator, bringing our prayers. We honor the elements, fire, earth, water, and air. Our survival depends on these. We have many more formations in the hoop dance. The hoop dance tells a story about the circle of life. Just like the circle of the hoop, there is no beginning and no end. We are